Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the YouTube world, CJ Rose is back in the building. Welcome back to the channel. Word is bond, love is love. Like, comment, subscribe, and do all the above. And if you ain't doing anything today, follow my Instagram. Ruger Rose 23 is the place to be. All right. We got a pay-per-view tomorrow. Extreme Rules is tomorrow night. And I'm happy to say it is probably extreme for the first time in a couple of pay-per-views. Because it's been a long time. Man, it feels like it's been like 4 to 5 years since we've had an Extreme Rules that actually every match has a stipulation. But I don't think it's been that long. I want to say it's been about maybe 3 pay-per-views since. But we got 6 matches, all stipulations, and only 2 title matches. That was one thing that hit me. Like, what? We only have 2 title matches. But, hey, further ado, let's get into this. So, we got a good old-fashioned Donnybrook match between the Brawling Brutes and Imperium. So, as I'm speaking right now, Sheamus and Gunther have their rematch tonight for the Intercontinental Championship. That should be another banger. But I don't know if it'll be better than the first, but we'll see. We'll see tonight. It probably won't be. It'll probably be as good. Probably good. But yeah, so a good old-fashioned Donnybrook match is pretty much a name. It's pretty much a name for pretty much saying a 6-man street fight tag team match. That's literally what it is. That's literally what it is. There's no rules, no disqualifications, no countouts. You can beat the hell out of each other as much as you want. You know what I'm saying? Thing about this match is I don't know who wins. Actually, a lot of these matches I don't know who wins. Because this match is hard to say. Because Sheamus right now is on a roll. Like, he is hot. Like, after Clash at the Castle, my man is a face. And he's just on fire right now. To the point that Sheamus may become the Intercontinental Champion. And I don't think nobody would have a problem with that. I don't think anybody would have a problem with that. Only because of the momentum Sheamus has been building since. So he might win it. And if he does, you know what? This is why I said, right? I said if Sheamus wins the Intercontinental Championship on SmackDown, then Imperium would get the win at Extreme Rules. If Gunther wins or retains, then the Brawling Brutes win. It's like a double-edged sword. Nobody really knows. But I will say I think Sheamus wins the Intercontinental title. Which means I think Imperium wins tomorrow. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out. But that's my pick. I got Imperium winning tomorrow. Off the strength. If they don't win, they don't win. I don't know. I don't know. All right. Next match. Let's see. What do I want to go with? I'm going to go with the ladder match. The first ever female ladder match. Yes, there was a female TLC match a couple years ago, but this is the first ever female ladder match. And it is for the Raw Women's title, as Bianca Belair will defend against Bayley. All right, so these two haven't had a match since last year. Their last match was, of course, Hell in a Cell, where they actually put on a pretty good match. Bianca was able to retain. They were supposed to have an I Quit match after that, but that's when Bayley got hurt and hasn't been seen for a year and change. She returns at SummerSlam with Dakota Kai and Io Sky, two women who were fired. Well, one got fired, one left. Both came back, and now they're Damage Control. And Kai and Sky are the tag team champions at the moment. Can Bayley become the Raw Women's Champion? So there's a lot of speculation that Miss Becky Lynch will return and cost Bayley the title, and thus pretty much almost forming War Games at Survivor Series. I think a lot of this will be formed, or it will broaden what Survivor Series is going to look like, since, there is War Games. Can't wait to talk about that when we get to it. But I don't know if Becky Lynch returns. See, because there's a lot of talks about another return that I'll probably talk about at the end. I was going to start talking about that in the beginning, but that kind of just left me. I don't think Becky Lynch returns. And I'm almost as skeptical saying Bianca retains. I don't know if I'm skeptical saying it, or do I feel like Bayley got it? No. I think Bianca retains. I don't know who would be in line to beat her, but I think Bianca retains the title. I do. So I'm going to go Bianca retains. You can do damn near any finish with a ladder match. Like, somebody could interrupt, somebody could cause interference, somebody can intercept. Like, there's a couple finishes you can do with a ladder match. So I guess only time will tell which is going to be the right one. All right. I guess we'll go from the Raw Women's title to the SmackDown Women's title, as we have Liv Morgan defending against Ronda Rousey in a Extreme Rules match. So these two pretty much have been trying to kill each other, in a sense. Well, Liv Morgan's been trying to kill Ronda, in a sense. She's been trying to show that she is as extreme as it can get, and that she's ready for Ronda Rousey. Couple things. The first thing is, Liv has been living off the reputation that she is the only one to pin Ronda Rousey twice. The problem with those pins were both of them weren't clean. Like, the first one, she cashed in Money in the Bank, and then won with the most devastating move in all of sports entertainment, the surprise roll-up. That's one. The second one was at SummerSlam, where Ronda had her arm kind of like in a triangle choke, but Ronda's shoulders were to the mat, and the ref was counting her shoulders, and the minute he counted 3, Liv Morgan was tapping. So, boom, controversy right there. So you didn't really beat Ronda clean. So now the question is, if we're going to set Liv Morgan up to win, if we are setting her up to win, how specifically are we going to do this? Because if you really think about it, right? How? You know what I'm saying? How can we do that? Because if you think about it, Liv has to beat Ronda so badly that Ronda will, for the first time ever, be beaten clean. I'm talking about Liv hits an oblivion through a table, a flying splash through like 2 tables, like 25, maybe 40 kendo stick shot. Like, there's a lot you got to do to be Ronda Rousey, I feel. And I think Liv got to just empty the whole clip on her. If this is where we're going. Do I believe it? No, because I'm not convinced that Liv is going to win. I'm not convinced. It's hard to be convinced. So I go with Ronda Rousey winning back the SmackDown Women's Championship, which is bad because that one, well, is it bad? Or is it just like we saw it coming? Like, I don't know how to rule this. So I'm going to go with, I don't know what to go with. I personally have no clue what to do or say. So I feel like Ronda wins. Because at Clash at the Castle, I assured myself that Shayna was going to win because it felt like it. Extreme Rules, I feel like Ronda wins. Because I feel sure about it. Like, I really don't believe Liv. Like, I said it in the beginning. I said it at day one. January 1st. Remember the day one pay-per-view? I said that. I said, I don't see a world where Liv wins. I was of course, I had to pull back from my statement when she won Money in the Bank and became SmackDown Women's Champion. I had to pull back my statement. Now, I'm back to where I was in day one. I feel like there's not a world where Liv Morgan wins. Like, she has to do so much to beat Ronda. And that would be crazy to me because Ronda seems like the most, I can't say the most protected woman on the roster, but that is a woman that has not really been beaten for a year and change. So, I don't know. I got Ronda winning. I don't see a world where Liv wins. If she do, she do. I don't know. We'll see. Because Ronda has not been beaten clean. Ronda technically has lost or has been pinned 4 times technically. 4. But all 4 of those have not been clean. The first one was WrestleMania 35. Where it was WrestleMania 35 where that was that triple threat match, the main event. Becky Lynch pinned her, which number 1 was a botch, and number 2 wasn't really clean because I was like a roll-up. The second time she got pinned was this past WrestleMania against Charlotte, where Charlotte cheated to win. So boom, that's already not clean. Of course, the third one was Money in the Bank, where she got rolled up after Liv cashed in. And then the fourth one was SummerSlam, where her shoulders were on the mat at the same time Liv tapped out. So there's never been a clean finish for Ronda. So if Ronda gets beaten clean here, then, boy, we really believe in Liv Morgan. All right, cool. But I don't know. I got Ronda winning. Wholeheartedly, I got Ronda winning. Drew McIntyre, Karrion Kross, strap match. Karrion Kross made his return. Was that the SmackDown after SummerSlam? That was the SmackDown after SummerSlam. Yes, it was. Because the segment was pretty much the end of the show. So Roman Reigns and the Usos were out there. They were pretty much celebrating their victories because that's when the Usos beat the Street Profits at SummerSlam, and that's when Roman beat Brock in the Last Man Standing. So right there, they were celebrating. Here comes Drew McIntyre, who at the time was Roman Reigns' next challenger. Came out there. Drew said he was about to beat all their asses until, boom, we had an attack from behind. No, before that, you heard a sound from music we haven't heard from in a while. And then, boom, Karrion Kross returns and beats that lad Drew. He's been Drew's target. Excuse me. Drew has been the target for Karrion Kross since then, and that was what, August, the first week of August. So this match is 2 months in the making, and here we are in a stipulation where a leather strap will hold both of them. Expect a lot of scars. Expect a lot of belt marks, whatever you want to call them. Just expect a lot. This match is gonna get physical. I think it's gonna be a real physical match, and I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna love it, and I'm just gonna be happy. This match, however, I believe Karrion Kross wins. I do. I really do, because it makes sense. Because technically at this point in time, this is Karrion Kross' second match back. This is his second match back. His first match, he won in a squash. That was a squash match, obviously. The second match, this is on the, it's kind of, well, I'm not going to call Extreme Rules the big stage, but I think a pay-per-view is a big stage. So on the big stage, it's against a big-time player. It's in the stipulation that anything can happen. So I already see it. It's got to be something. Like, I don't think Karrion Kross wins cleanly, though. I think there's some type of distraction. I don't know what it is, but it's some type of distraction. Either Scarlett gets involved, or, as people have been saying for a minute, Bray Wyatt comes back. And then boom. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Bray comes back, only because then that's just another thing Drew McIntyre has to get around. Because Bray Wyatt returns, boom, he costs Drew McIntyre the match. Karrion Kross puts him to sleep, and then from there, Karrion Kross puts him to sleep, and then from there, let's say Drew McIntyre comes back, comes on SmackDown the following Friday, pretty much says, Bray Wyatt, get your ass out here. And then, here we are. We got Drew versus Bray now. So it's like, I don't know if Bray returns in that. I don't know when Bray's return. We'll talk about that later at the end of the video. I still got 2 more matches to go. But I got Karrion Kross winning. That makes all the sense in the world. Drew McIntyre's not, I don't think not going to be a contender for the WWE title at any time. So, anytime soon. So, Karrion Kross wins. That's pretty much all I got. First time ever. A match I have been waiting for. A match I've been wanting for a while. Edge. Finn Balor. I Quit match. I've been wanting this match for a long time. A long time. When Edge made his appearance on NXT that one time, with Finn Balor and Pete Dunne in the ring, and Edge thought about a shot at the NXT title, my only thought process at that time was, Edge and Finn Balor, I need that now, while I can still have it, while Edge can still go. Took a while, took a year and change, but we're here. We are here. Not in the capacity of really what I wanted it. I want the way I thought it would be. I thought it would be Finn Balor as the face and Edge as, as the heel that he was, as, Judgment Day and whatnot. Would that have been a little better? Maybe. Only because maybe in a sense Finn Balor could have brought back the demon. And then we would have this dark side of Edge versus the demon Finn Balor, and I would have been a little crazy. And I can see Edge just cutting a tremendous promo about the demon. Like, he was like, "You're gonna be a demon? I face my demons. Now it's time to beat one." Like something tremendous I would have seen in terms of a promo about a demon from Edge. Like, I swear it would have been crazy. But no, instead we got, the rated R superstar Edge versus, Finn Balor, who's the heel and part of Judgment Day, and who's been actually on a pretty good roll. Finn Balor's been on a pretty good roll. Can we say Finn's been hot? Yeah, we can say that. I think Finn Balor's been hot. So him being in this match now, pretty cool, pretty good. I don't think this is gonna go smoothly though. An I Quit match never does. It never goes down smoothly. It's a match where no pinfalls, no submissions, no countouts, no disqualifications. The only way to win is to beat your opponent up so badly that they have to say I quit. Now, Simon Miller made a prediction about this match, and he said that what if Judgment Day, or Rhea Ripley in a sense, drags Beth Phoenix, like drags her body out, and then Rhea goes, "If you don't say I quit, we're gonna beat the hell out of your wife again." You know what I'm saying? Like, not like you didn't beat her up before, but we could beat her up again. Something like that. And then Edge is just so distraught, like he's so worried about his wife. And then Edge will do something, like he'll have like maybe Finn Balor like a chokehold or something. And then Rhea will probably do something to his wife, and then he'll probably go, "I quit," like something like that. And then that sets up Crown Jewel, where it's supposed to be Edge and Beth Phoenix versus Rhea Ripley and Finn Balor. Which I don't know if I'm not against that. I would actually be fine with that. Because Crown Jewel is something we also have to worry about as well. I'd be fine with that. I should be cool with that. It's not bad. It wouldn't be bad. Does that happen, though? If it happens, cool. But I get a feeling Dominic and Rey Mysterio are going to be part of this as well. I feel like the Mysterio is going to be part of this in some fashion. Like, Dominic tries to cause interference. Then Rey Mysterio comes out, tries to talk to his son again. I don't know when I'm still waiting for this Dominic versus Rey Mysterio match. When that happens, but that got to be on a big stage. I feel like that can't happen on a little stage, but I feel like it will. Maybe the Rumble. Ooh, the Rumble would not be a bad place. But we'll talk about that whenever it gets to it. But I get a feeling they're going to be involved in some way. But Finn Balor wins, I wouldn't be against that. Because Edge is actually probably is Edge undefeated this whole year? I think Edge is undefeated in pay-per-views all year. Because Edge and Beth Phoenix beat The Miz and Maurice at the Royal Rumble. Then he beat AJ Styles at Mania. Then he beat him at Backlash. Then Judgment Day, when he was part of it, beat Finn Balor, AJ Styles, and Liv Morgan. Then I believe... No, he came back at SummerSlam. Then Edge and Mysterio beat Judgment Day, Clash of the Gods. Yeah, he's undefeated. He's undefeated this year. So I think a loss wouldn't be bad. So yeah, I guess Finn Balor wins when Rhea Ripley holds Beth Phoenix captive and things like that. And yeah, cool. All this leading up to what I believe will be the main event, because all these matches, you really don't know what the main event's going to be. Like, it's probably the first pay-per-view I've ever watched that I just don't know what the main event's going to be. But I think this will main event it. And it's the Fight Pit. Seth Rollins, Matt Riddle, with a special guest referee, one of the all-time greats in the UFC, Daniel Cormier. Now Simon Miller did another prediction about this. And to me, that was just like, what? Like, he said that Daniel Cormier helps Matt Riddle out. And then Riddle beats Rollins with the help of Daniel. And then Seth gets so mad on Raw, he calls out Daniel. And then that sets up Daniel Cormier versus Seth Rollins at Crown Jewel. I was like, wow. I'm not going to act like I haven't heard crazier predictions than that. He went a step further in saying Brock Lesnar returns. And then that sets up Brock versus Daniel Cormier at WrestleMania. I'm like, bro, what the hell are we doing right now? I'm like, bro, that's a crazy-ass prediction. But I don't know who really wins this match. I've been leaning a lot towards Matt Riddle for the longest, only because I get the feeling this will be the run back that he gets. Because I don't think Seth wins this. I don't know. I don't got money on Seth in this match. I would have money on Seth only because he's lost all year. So why not? You know what I'm saying? Why not get 2 wins in a row? But I'm leaning more towards Matt Riddle. If you don't know what a fight pit match is, a fight pit match happened 2 years ago in NXT, where it was Matt Riddle versus Timothy Thatcher, where Thatcher won, actually. He made Riddle pass out. And this is when actually Kurt Angle was the special guest referee in the match. I believe Kurt Angle was special guest referee in that match. Somebody was special guest referee, I think. So Matt Riddle at this point in time is 0-1 in this match. So a win for him would probably make him feel good. So I got Matt Riddle winning. With the help of Daniel Cormier, I don't know. I don't know if he gets involved. I think he gets involved in some fashion, but I don't think he gets involved to the point where this sets up a match against Seth Rollins. I don't think he gets involved like that, but I guess only time will tell. We'll see. But I got Matt Riddle winning. Maybe beating the hell out of Seth, or maybe put him in a bro mission for like a long time. Either Seth passes out or taps out, one of the two. But I got Matt Riddle winning. Yeah, that's all I got. This video is going on kind of long, so do I want to talk? I'll talk about it real quick. So the Bray Wyatt situation. So I've been talking about, but people have been talking about for God knows how long that, Bray Wyatt is going to return at Extreme Rules. It's actually been the topic of conversation all week that Bray Wyatt returns this tomorrow. Is that happening? I don't know. Do I want it to happen? I mean, absolutely. But in what capacity does he return? Where does he return? Does he have his own segment? You know what I'm saying? Does he have his own segment? Does he come out in a match? I feel like he comes out in some match. Only time will tell. But we'll see. We'll see. Because I think there's a couple of places he could turn up. I think Edge and Finn Balor, he actually could make an appearance there. Nobody really knows. Drew McIntyre came across again. People have been talking about that one. So it was like 2 matches that he could interfere in. But again, only time will tell. I ain't gonna really think hard about it. We'll just see what happens. And those are predictions for Extreme Rules 2022. I won't be home for it, so obviously I'll be at work. When I get home, first thing I'm doing, I'm locking in. You'll get the review Sunday morning, 6 or 7 in the morning. God only knows when. But it is what it is, man. So until this has been Rose, man, thank you for watching. Thank you for all love, support. As always, still doing the 2K stuff. You already know how it is, man. 2K23 is moving, so I'm moving with it. And yeah, so until next time, peace, love, 100. You hear it?